I
You
changed
loaded up
everything but what.
Asuka.
No, no, no.
Oh, Subnautica. Subnautica, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So loading in. Then I want to. I do it. You're not streaming yet, according to this, but let me
I am.
refresh because Twitch is being twitchy.
Yeah.
Twitch is always twitchy. Twitch is twitchy when you're not streaming.
Mm-hmm. All right. Close that down.
Alright, I'm in.
Brain is trying to remember what I was doing yesterday.
I gotta wait for my
Yesterday
hygiene
seems
to go
so
back up.
very far away.
It really does, doesn't it?
Well, like, my wife and I have been go, go, go since this morning. Because we went and did blood first thing this morning. And then we had to go to her band performance. Because why the performance wasn't till 2 o'clock, we had to be there at noon.
Yeah.
That's a while.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That is a good long while.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
My hygiene's still going up.
money backpack.
Because, again, I'm trying to review notes to think about where I was. I think I was going to be working on getting the sorting
More
system up
power.
and running. Because power wasn't the issue anymore. We found out the real problem with power was we made too much power and blew out all the cables.
Yeah.
Mm. All right. Magic, your oxygen ice is in some of the three. It's like spread out in the bottom
Okay.
three mining backpacks in the locker by the advanced furnace.
Okay. So the centrifuges haven't filled up yet. Okay, and I do have 2 sorters up and running. I had moved the computer, and oh, that's right, Creative was having a bunch of technical problems.
What?
I was trying to remember where I was at with everything, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, this is where I was, and I got pulled away because Creative was having a bunch of wiring issues that we had to go help him with, and gas issues that he was needing help with.
You mean me?
Yeah, you're having like you had pipes
You said
breaking.
you said creative.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
meant
said
magic.
him.
I was
Yeah,
like, what?
creative was having a lot of problems.
I'm going through a list, so my brain was not functioning properly. Come on.
Fair.
Oh. There we go, ores. And this is the copper one, so we want copper ore. There we go. Ah! No, I was on the iron all along. Can I type? Cancel. No. There's iron. And now we want to do Copper.
I think I think I just gotta put a regular active vent. I think I was pulling in too much air at one time.
Copper.
Or
Okay.
try more of those gas to fluid
Yeah,
things.
but it's gonna be easier if I just do this.
Oh, try not instead of an active vent, try the smaller powered vent.
This is the smaller powered vent.
Wait.
Yeah,
Okay, that is empty. So.
this is smaller powered vent.
Oh.
Now, if we do
Yeah.
need more power, I actually do have 5 heavy solar panels ready to go.
Oh damn.
Or would the next problem be, or the next problem was definitely going to be needing more power storage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't you print out a bunch of batteries though?
Nukes,
Creative. What you doing right now?
mining,
Where?
filling up
How far away?
backpacks a ways away,
Oh. Alright,
probably.
when you are done, let me know. I'll have you turn on the vent and
You're going to be
we'll
waiting
see. I
for
change
quite a
it.
while. I got 5 more backpacks to fill up.
That's fine. I got other stuff I gotta do. So
Oh, yeah.
just let me know. Because I gotta set up the whole filtering thing for all the ice so that we can store each individual gas
Oh,
and
there's a leg.
yeah, there's a decent bit of lag, but it's fine.
I'm moving the I'm moving the printers downstairs to give us more space because everything's grown around the printers and it's gotten a bit cramped.
Yeah. Well, ah, goddamn.
Well, there is that new floor.
Well, for the meantime, I'm putting up downstairs still because that's where I'm going to be doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Mm. So I took a bunch of copper, gold, and iron. Not a bunch, but a couple stacks, so that I can do heavy cables, and pipes for over there. So I need all 3 of those. And I'm just gonna use the arc furnace up top.
Because I know Creative was setting up a thing to basically, como se dice en
Yeah, the
inglés?
auto print.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that has not
And
happened
then
yet.
we ran out of ores.
Yep.
Yeah,
As we've discussed, that's the like when we run out of alloys, I have to stop and go get the alloys. When we run out of power, I have to stop and get the power thing go on.
yeah.
And I get the ores until the deep miners are done.
And when we're out of food, we yell at Magic that, hey, we
Think-
need food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
And then he informed us that all the plants died and there's no seeds left.
not yet.
And then we teach him how we can put him in the furnace and cook him.
You're gonna have to do
It's
that.
called long
Hell
pork.
yeah. Mm.
It's the other white meat.
Mm.
And I'm assuming it is Magic using the arc furnace.
Yes.
Don't use the arc furnace.
What?
He wants the
I don't
gases
know how to use.
captured.
I
Oh
don't know
no,
how to
it's
use
like,
the
why
advanced
waste
furnace.
all the power?
Because I don't know how to use the advanced furnace.
Do you know how to use the
And I don't
furnace?
like waiting for you. Yeah,
All
but I
right.
don't wanna have to manage gases and when
Oh,
I can literally just
at this
plop
point,
it in
it's
there and
yeah. You turn it on and you just make sure you have input and output. Boom, and there you go. Copper's done. Instead of having to wait that entire time for the arc furnace.
hmm. I guess that's fair.
Because that's why I'm kind of shocked you're not using the advanced furnace, is because it's so much faster.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
It's as long as advanced furnace is hot enough. Is there a limit for how much ores can be put in?
Not to my knowledge.
Hmm.
Okay. Just has like a million iron
Stacks
ingots
of
in
iron,
in
yeah.
its furnace. Just
Yeah. Honestly, that we would do that. Not gonna lie. We would so do that.
I should have put it in the other printer, but oh well. C'est la vie.
and then once Magic gets the gas filtering done, you could get a fuel pipe going or a fuel mixture pipe going
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for the advanced furnace.
What do you have to mix for fuel mix?
Volatiles, oxygen, or
You
volatiles
need
and
a fuel
Hmm.
such as volatiles and an oxidizer. Oxidizer
Hmm.
can be either
Oh,
oxygen or nitrous, and there's
there's the
different
gas
ratio.
mixer. I think that's
Mm.
probably what Magic's asking about.
Huh? No. No,
There's a fuel mixer or
the
mixer.
gases.
Uh, yeah, you could set like how much or how
Yeah.
the percentage at which fuels mix or two gases are mixed together.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is. I guess it's time to.
How does the hydrolyzer or the H2O the water hydrolyzer thing work?
You put in volatiles and oxygen as a
Mm.
fuel mix, and then it combusts it. Gets really hot. You cool it down. You can use Stirling engines to get quite a lot of power from it.
Mm.
Um, and you get water or steam.
Yeah, steam comes out with other pollutants. You
Hmm.
filter off the pollutants and cool off the steam. It condenses into water, and that's how you get water. Byproduct is it's very hot
Mm.
water. It's very hot steam. Uh, so
How
yeah,
long?
you usually
We can take
set
a
it up.
shower.
What was that?
We can take a shower.
With hot steam, yeah.
Yeah, it would work.
I mean, kind of, sort of, not really, but yeah.
I mean, it would.
I mean, depending on what you define as a
You'd
shower,
probably die, but yeah.
because
It'd be the last shower you ever took, but you could shower.
if you define it as having a shower as in liquids, then no, it wouldn't, because the steam would be a gas and not a liquid.
Well, if you take a hot enough shower anyway, you're pretty much just taking a shower in steam.
No, no, it's still
It's
majority
still
water.
liquid, but
No,
you have a
that's what I'm
lot of
saying
steam
is
around.
the shower. It's not true steam. It's just what. It's not even water vapor. It's just aerosolized water. Uh,
Yeah. Fair.
Steam requires it to be a certain temperature.
Hmm.
Well, and pressure. But that's
Yeah.
cement. Yeah. So like depending on how you define a shower, you couldn't take a shower in that hot of water.
Yeah, I guess you're technically right.
The best kind of right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we need a lot more iron.
Well, I did. Did you already use up all the iron I mined? Those 3 backpacks?
Uh,
No, he didn't. There's still iron in those 3
okay.
backpacks at the bottom.
Because I'm like the backpack that was
Fair
in
bit
the
of it.
room, that I smelt from. I used up all that iron, and I was coming to see whether there was
Mm.
any more that had been delivered.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, last night.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Out of curiosity.
There should be 3 backpacks, not 2.
Yes, there are 3 backpacks, and right now I'm kind of cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I'm very tempted to give you guys an achievement.
What kind of achievement?
Destroy something in the furnace.
Mm. What are you gonna destroy?
The mining backpack.
Mm.
Or are you gonna fill it up with all iron and then put in the advanced furnace?
Yep.
Hmm.
And I did get a bunch of Volta ice and it's in the
That's good.
gas room magic is working on.
Huh? What?
Volta ice in the backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
So when are we going to have someone hook up a Larry?
For what though?
The cargo Larry for the printing, you mean, or
Hydroponics
something
Larry.
else?
Mm.
Ah, that.
Once I get the gas going and power is stabilized and we have enough station batteries and I actually figure out how to do the coding.
Well, I got the code.
Yeah, like he can just copy and paste
Yeah,
the code.
true. For the
Yeah,
hydroponics?
Yeah.
yeah, hydroponics Larry. Yeah,
Uh,
I had a couple of them automatically grown
hmm,
and harvested. So
I hear creaking.
I do too.
I don't. Magic, turn up your volume.
It's over here.
I don't hear it through your mic yet.
By the way, saying it's over here is meaningless if you don't
Like
say.
we're the main original base.
All right. I at least know what it's not.
I don't hear it over at the gas room. Oh, it was this.
Oh, what the heck? It had a pressure regulator.
That's 10,000.
Oh, I
So,
know what happened. I know what happened. All right.
huh.
So I want to
Oh,
teach you
presence
a.
of a liquid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what happened.
Hmm.
What?
So I had a thing pressurizing the atmosphere so we would have gas for our. How much did he say? For our
Thanks.
jetpacks.
Oh,
CO2 liquefies at that pressure.
that'll do it.
Oh, actually, I do have that on me, so I can just do do do. Alright, my character is fed and watered.
Hmm.
Alright, so that's basically what I need for now. Come over here and let's say silos. I need 2 silos. One for iron and one for copper.
Didn't you do like a pit for the ores that aren't in silos? Or is that someone else?
That was someone else. However, at one point my moon base ended up having a pit for the ores that I didn't want.
Mm.
Because a canister managed to drop from the gas processing center, get blown all the way to the corner where I had the uranium silo, and blew up, making a pit, and thus everything that was uranium got thrown into the pit.
Nice.
But no, I was not. I actually, again, had the mod that I could use uranium. I just needed a lot of it. So I was actually capturing the uranium.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's some way to get pollutants out of the uranium in
Yep.
vanilla, or no?
Yep. I don't know why you would want to, but
Yeah, well, there's different. There's quicker ways to get pollutants, like fuel mix.
thank you for the
Oh,
follow.
hey, thanks for the follow. Do, 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 do. Um, yeah, ended up here, so. Ah, well, sure we'll see more of you. I don't think Mage or I have any plans to stop playing Stationeers for a while.
Nope. I mean, as you know, I'm always down to play Stationeers.
Mm-hmm.
We just got distracted with other games, which, you know. Ooh, ooh. This is a tight fit. This is a tight fit. Oh, good. I didn't break my suit doing that maneuver. Yeah. I mean, Stationeers was one of the first games I streamed, and I will probably always come back to it.
Yeah. Mm.
In fact, I already, as I learn game design, I'm hoping at one point I can, como se dice in English, mod
Make a
this
mod?
game. Yeah.
Ah. Bought it like 3 days ago. So far, I've managed to die a
Yep,
lot.
yep. If I was musically talented, I would make a parody of the song "Dumb Ways to Die" and make it a Stationeers themed "Dumb Ways to Die," and make a video where I show all the dumb ways to die. Because yes, when you first start to play, most people die a lot. Uh,
Yeah.
Most people die when they don't think about it and they throw an entire stack of ice into the furnace.
Hey, there's no proof that ever happened. It crashed my game and it didn't save it, so there's no proof it happened.
Hmm.
The game still says I've survived 89 days without dying.
Let's make the terrain tool. And let's make a
I
dirt
reckon.
canister.
Mine was all the ice in the base, not knowing it had chemicals and it was on the moon and we'll learn how to turn on and off your tools. Ah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody upstairs? Up top?
I'm assuming
What do you need?
it's
Can you check and see if there's a cable that's like gone boom boom between the regular base and the gas room?
Oh yeah, in fact, I'm the best suited for that.
Because there
I'm
is
assuming
no power in here.
I'm assuming the tool you didn't turn off when
Was
entering
the
the
welding
base was
torch.
yeah.
All right, that looks like there's a battery or APC right there.
Down to one backpack left.
Uh,
Well, one and a
there's
half
two
around.
brakes. I'm assuming it's a station battery and an APC. Uh,
Yeah, there's a station battery inside the greenhouse. There's a station battery inside the room, and then there's a no, there's a station battery inside the room, and there's two APCs, one in the greenhouse, one in here.
why is this? Oh, okay, it's disconnected.
What? Let me see. Well,
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
saw a
know.
little blip of power. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're getting power, just not enough power over here. Because this place over here is just connected to wind.
Builder.
It's not connected to solar.
There
What
is
the heck?
there is the normal arc welder, which requires battery, which
All right,
I haven't
I don't know what
checked.
happened because we know it was working earlier. Whoa, whoa. This is the whole reason why I'm getting the terrain manipulator. The solar panels are not pointing directly at the sun. Something changed.
Well, when you disconnected the power, for the extra windmills, did you move this cable to be connected somewhere else? Or is this cable just connected to those extra wind turbines?
It is connected to the same main as all the other mains.
Okay, so you moved it when you disconnected the other ones?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want an air conditioner. I want freaking Fix Fact.
But the wire have burnt from the transformer to the greenhouse. I'm sure that's where the cable is doing. But could it have been burnt because he has wind turbines over there?
Oh, here's a burnt cable. That's why they're not moving.
Hmm.
No, it couldn't, because the wires. Well, no. Okay, well we got power.
There we go.
So whatever you just did at work.
Solar panels burnt out.
Hmm.
Which is confusing me. Because the whole point of putting everything on the transformers was to prevent that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna make a logical leap, and I'm going to turn them down just a notch, because my brain is going, wait, did we account for how much power the actual transformers use?
Hmm.
Probably not.
So that's my guess. Is we had it set to be the limit of the cable, and we forgot to include that the transformers pull power too.
Probably.
So I'm checking the rest of the transformers line. Okay, yeah, it looks good now. Yeah, you even heard me say, hey, something's up. The solar panels aren't pointing towards the sun, and they were.
Yeah, it's because they were also out of power, right?
No, they
So they
weren't out
couldn't
of
turn.
power. They didn't have a
Oh.
direct line to the controller.
Mm, makes sense.
Did the wind turbine have a break?
I can go and double check. All right. So do. Yes, in fact it did. Good eye.
Jeez, I have a hawk there.
And is that a burnt out cable? Oh, actually, this. Nope, that's just the terrain's not completely flat. Set to flatten. Alright, since you said you just got the game 3 days ago, let me help you out with some basic UI help hints. So, I'm pushing R to open up the more information panel. You can see that there's a battery. Hold that thought, add. Oh, there. I see the. Alright. I'll finish inspecting why the ad is running. Might be a good idea to, actually, that is a better idea. Because the red on red makes it very hard to see the cable, so it's easy to miss a burnt cable. Who was printing a large battery?
Me. Did it finish?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so just give me a moment
All right.
to.
Well, I still can't get out of here because power. But
Okay.
Is it spray? I think it's spray. Come on, scroll down. There we go. Spray tool. Steel, Invar, and silicone. That's expensive for a spray tool. Do we have Invar up here?
I think by the stacker.
That's solder.
Uh,
Astroloy, iron.
so we got oxygen. Damn, we got a decent amount of oxygen. And carbon dioxide. Ooh, it's liquefying in here. That's fine.
Right. Do.
So yeah, no Invar. So no spray can for now. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Oh yes, back to what I was going to say. So, mining drill in my hand. Push R to bring up the thing. There's a set flatten and set default. One thing to keep in mind at Stationeers is that the buttons tell you what they will do, not what they are currently set to.
Yeah, I kind of don't really like, to be honest.
It's one of the things that will mess you up in the beginning, particularly with your suit settings.
Yes.
So you have pressure
You're like,
up,
oh, my air is on.
or
No, it's
worse,
not.
oh, my air's off, and shutting up. So this tells you that if I push this button, it will turn the filter off. This will turn the airflow. So this takes out the air that's in my suit that's I got filters for. This takes the air, pulls it in from the tank, and the AC. You would think the AC uses power to cool the suit. No, 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 no. The AC uses your air tank
Oh, it
to
does?
cool you down.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
Very, very important to know on planets like Venus and Vulcan is it uses your air to cool you down. So you want to really keep your waste tank on those planets because most of your oxygen will go into your waste tank, and you want to recycle that. But that's also why you go through so much oxygen on Venus and Vulcan when it's hot, is because it's using that gas to cool you down. Other fun hotkeys that they normally don't tell you about, because most people learn F pretty quickly. So you'll see my cursors kind of highlighting those two empty squares. If I push F, it will go in it. If I push F again, it will pull from it. There's another fun command, G, which will take it to the quickest appropriate slot. So if like when I pull the mining belt or the mining tool out of the mining belt and I want to put it away, I can just push G and then it will go to the slot that's empty because all my other tool slots are full. And that's it for the...
Did all the steel get taken?
I imagine all the steel got used.
I'm gonna need more steel too.
Yeah, I need steel sheets.
I need steel frames. Specifically, like 225 of them.
I need steel and I need Invar for heavy filters.
Knew about F. G is a completely new one. But I didn't know the mining tool could flatten. Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about, because it is very underrated, not very talked about. But yes, you can grab your mining tool, open it up, set it to flatten, and then you can just flatten the area and not have to worry about just, oh, am I going to go too deep and mess it up? And let's talk about the terrain manipulator and dirt canisters, because that's another not really talked about, but very useful thing. So you'll see as I mine the voxels, that dirt canister is filling up, and it will fill up to 64. You'll see this, and then so if you have the dirt canister either in your offhand or in your mining belt, it will go directly into there. And then you can use your terrain manipulator to fill in holes. So now I don't have to worry about walking. In fact, I'm going to completely fill it in here. So now we have a nice smooth surface to walk on, and we're not having to worry about holes.
Like all the holes I made from digging up.
Yep. There we go. Now we have a smooth rock over there. Takes a bit to get used to, because you're placing a voxel and it's, trying to get the nice, if you're trying for just flat, that's great. If you're trying for like this slope, that gets tricky, and I still haven't completely mastered that. But yeah, terrain tool. Great for filling in holes. Or like you saw me do earlier, Creative did a lot of digging on level 4. That kind of bled into lower areas. So now there is wormholes throughout the levels below here, and every so often I accidentally come across one, which is a pain in the butt, because then my area goes from being a room to world. And the critical part about that is if a storm comes, then the storm affects this place because it's the world. If I have it as a room and a storm happens, I'm fine. It was quite funny because like it got exposed to the world. We had a storm, and all of a sudden I'm being blown against this wall along with everything I make. And it's like, okay, yeah, we need to fix that. Oh yeah, and if you ever pull it out, the window out, and you want to put it back, that's what this button's for. Oh, I hear that. Let me go check on the little one. Meow! Meow! You like to destroy things. That's why we have cat-free zones, is because of you. You need to apologize to your brother, because if it wasn't for you, he'd be allowed in here. It is completely true. If it was not for the little one, if it wasn't for itty bitty, Casey would probably be on my lap. But Cat probably knows more about Minecraft than you do.
So, what do you need for fuel mix again? Volatiles and oxygen or nitrogen?
Wait, say that again, because I missed the first statement.
Fuel mix, volatiles, and nitrogen or oxygen?
Yep.
NOS. Nitrous oxide. Or oxygen. Not nitrogen.
It's
Oh,
what
he did say.
naturalizer.
Oh, you need to explain to him your loop with the neutralizer.
I actually did show him on my world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like half falling asleep though, so if you quiz me on it, I was not there.
What did I say exactly at this time? And
You said mage sucks.
no,
No, I'm actually laughing a little bit about him doing the, what did you say at this time? Because with a conversation I had with my buddy from Australia, we were talking about something, and he goes, "Yeah, do you happen to know what socks you were wearing like 10 years ago?" You know, because he was talking about asking people ridiculous questions,
And
and
you're like, yes, I
I'm
do.
like, yes. And he goes, "Of course you would." Uh, I go, "Do you know why I know what brand of socks I was wearing and what style of socks I was wearing 10 years ago?" He goes, "I take it you wear the same style and brand right now?" Yeah.
mm,
Just boring white socks with the gray bottoms. Uh, most of the time, I'm just happy to find socks that fit. So I just found a brand that makes the size that fits me, and I just go with that.
What are we gonna use pollutants for?
cooling is kind of.
Uh,
That's pretty much all it is used for.
so for
Uh,
now, we're only gonna have one regular filter in both of those. So we
there
have
is
carbon
an
dioxide.
actual use for pollutant other than cooling, but it's a
Hmm.
very niche use.
Oh,
So if you go to your Stationpedia and you go to composter,
Mm.
it tells you that if you put raw any type of food into the composter, that will increase the plant yield up to 2 times. If you put
Hmm.
biomass into it, increases the number of growth cycles the fertilizer lasts for. If you put decayed food, it increases the plant growth speed up to 2 times.
Hmm.
If you wanted decayed food, what you do is you put all the extra food into a room that is pure pollutant, and it will decay faster.
Hmm.
all right. No,
It's a
that makes.
it's a very niche use. It's not one that I particularly care for. I much rather prefer the plant yield increase.
Mm.
And the whole biomass increase the number of growth cycles the fertilizer lasts for. Uh, I think creative will agree on me. Typically, when I'm running the composter, I am producing way more fertilizer than I have any right to.
Yeah,
So limited fertilizer doesn't really bother me. So having it go longer doesn't make any sense to me. But I will also
Mm.
add that 99% of all the fertilizer I have ever made, the only thing that fertilizer does is increase the number of growth cycles the fertilizer lasts for, because when you put the grass into the composter, that counts as biomass.
mm, okay.
Mm.
But typically, I'm not running the composter to make fertilizer. The fertilizer is a byproduct.
Yeah, the gases.
Mm-hmm. But I thought I would share that, because if you are indeed making fertilizer for fertilizer's sake, and you wanted to use decayed food so you could get faster growth cycles. Which, now that I think about it, there is a
Where did
time.
all the resources go? I mean, gold and copper.
Look in
There's
the
no gold, no
pipe
copper.
vendor.
Yeah, but I need gold and copper. There's literally there's all of the advanced alloys, but no gold or copper.
Look at the tool printer.
Nothing in the tool printer.
I don't know how to help you because someone's been there since me then.
Oh, never mind. There is. But apparently I just couldn't see the contents. Ah, that's
And
what the steel went, but not much copper.
And I need to remember to make a run to the greenhouse to drink some water because my character is getting awfully thirsty.
Can you guess how many backpacks I got of copper?
4.
2.
No, 2.
Uh.
2 and a little bit.
Mm.
I should have said how much instead of how many backpacks.
I was going to say 2 backpacks full. Alright, let's go get some water.
Sure, Mage will appreciate what I'm doing.
But yeah, on my YouTube, which is linked in the description below, my moon base I think is pretty good to show people how to get to a pretty advanced stage of Stationeer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're still barely growing towards fruiting. At least you guys are seeded. I've skipped the moon now and started. Most people recommend to start on Mars. I purposely went to the moon because it wasn't Mars when I did it.
Well, yes, the moon is not Mars.
I specifically chose the moon because it wasn't as easy as Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to. The main thing I wanted to focus on. Well, one, I originally had like a script in mind where there was a reason I was on the moon and making the deep miners. Was I was making it was the original script was I'm actually sent to set up a base for more people to show up to manage, and it was a mining base to mine ores to be sent elsewhere, which is why mining and trading was the main focus.
Who took the nuclear battery out of the greenhouse?
I haven't even been towards the greenhouse to do such a thing, so
I had a nuclear battery that was in the APC. No, it's not in the APC.
I am aware. Let me see here. Let me just double check that I'm not. All right, that's a large. So yep, that's a dead battery.
Because I just made a new one like 20 minutes ago. Put it in the APC in the gas room. But there's now a large battery here, which explains why the greenhouse was failing for power.
Well, I haven't been in the greenhouse since I got back.
Well, that my sensor lidges only have a large battery cell. My tablet, well, it currently is holding a large battery, but that's up because I'm charging the small battery for it.
Weird. Whatever.
That one's got a small battery.
I guess we have enough to make another
My
one.
arc welder is a large battery. That's a small battery. That's a small battery. That's a large cell battery. That's a small cell battery. And I already had the nuclear one from the beginning, so yeah, wasn't me.
Whatever.
Alright, so that's getting cold and starting to freeze, and that's not good that that's starting to freeze because that's like 95% of what's in there, but the pipes doesn't seem to care. That's good.
Mm.
Okay. Alright, what's after this? Plastic sheet. I thought I had more plastic sheets.
There you go. Pretty much all the backpack or all the
Jesus.
ores are separated.
Nice.
Besides,
Not bad.
see.
Not bad at all.
Besides silver, lead,
And cobalt.
cobalt, and like 4 stacks of copper and 1 stack of iron.
There they are. Alright, so what do we need at the moment?
Steel.
Steel, copper, gold.
Okay, copper. I'll do copper first.
We need the steel for steel plates. I can use the steel that's left from this. I got 45 steel for steel plates because I'm gonna have how many
Oh.
large station batteries do we have over
There,
here?
there's ice for you.
All right, perfect. Oh, are they separated?
Yeah, look at it.
Nice. Oh,
It's oxide.
ooh, thank you. I'm currently filtering out the room because it's
Again?
yeah, because when we broke the pipes, volatiles and pollutants and stuff got in the room, and I want that room to be pure O2.
Well, it doesn't have to be pure O2.
No, but I
It's
mean, there's
just,
gonna be some carbon dioxide from us breathing, but like,
yeah.
I don't want that to be volatiles or pollutants or anything like that.
Because isn't it like 20% has to be an oxygen or
You have to have a minimum of 20 kPa partial pressure.
KPA? Ah, okay.
The 20% is normal atmosphere is 100 kPa and oxygen is 20% of that.
Yeah.
But as long as it's not a toxic environment, you can have 20 kPa partial pressure. So like you could have 20 kPa oxygen and 200 nitrogen and you'll be okay. It's just a pity they don't do helium in this game, because you know when you do deep sea diving, they can actually pump helium into your.
What? It's mainly nitrogen that they use.
No,
It's nitrogen, helium, oxygen mix.
they're specifically trying to avoid using nitrogen, which is why they use helium. Because when you come up, it is the bends is when the nitrogen starts to dissolve out of your blood.
No, it's when it builds up in your blood.
Well, as you go down, more nitrogen can get dissolved into your blood than normal. As the pressure is released, it boils off.
Yeah, I guess you can look at it that way. That's true.
I mean that is the medical.
Yeah.
There's another backpack of copper right
Well,
here.
I figured we'd be doing steel next.
Oh, oh, well, you gotta do this switch for copper, and
Okay. So there we go. There's a little bit of copper.
mm,
Just a little.
yeah.
Alright. Actually, it's probably going to be best to do it this way.
Mm, close that. I should better take that out, but then, yeah, there's that.
That is closed.
Uh,
Another piece of advice, always double check that the furnace is empty and the lever is closed before you start throwing stuff in. Because it is super easy to just start throwing stuff in and forget that you pulled the lever to get the last stuff out. And now you're throwing it in and it's just being thrown out on the other side.
Yeah, I
Likewise,
do that all the time.
this huge batch of steel would be problematic if we left like one copper in there. It would totally ruin the whole batch of steel. You'd have to run the whole thing through a centrifuge to reclaim everything, and it is such a pain in the
Yeah.
ass. So double
yeah.
check, make sure it's empty before you start filling. And on the topic of furnaces, you will note that our furnace is inside not a frame, but walls. Back in early Stationeers, frames are perfect insulators. You will not get heat transfer through a frame. So, a whole lot of us would build our furnace inside of a frame, and that way we didn't have to worry about insulating it. It was already perfectly insulated. Game developers got annoyed with that, so they patched that out. So the rest of us came up with another solution, because walls are also perfect insulators. They did do it where if the vacuum, or if the furnace is in a vacuum, it will lose heat to radiation. But if it's in a gas environment, oh, just hit add. Okay. Thank you for saying something. I don't know why you locked me in here.
Oh, that's all the steel you're gonna make?
That's an entire backpack full of steel.
Oh. Okay.
See, do we have enough residual heat? Does not look like it. All right.
Jeez. It was about 100 off. Well, now it's getting colder a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose you're adding. Yep, now it is.
There's all your steel. All right. What was the next item?
Gold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be using 400 of that steel you just made for frames.
I heard a creak, but it was only one creak.
Welcome back.
back. So, I don't remember where I left off before the ad, so I'll just. So, back in the day, frames were perfect insulators, so we'd put our furnaces in frames. Developers got smart to that, so we started putting them in a vacuum. They got smart to that too. So, right now, the kind of bit that they don't know how to get around our cheese is walls are perfect insulators. So, inside that room is a bit of an atmosphere. It's not a lot of an atmosphere, but it's enough to count. And as the furnace heats up, it loses heat to the gas around the room. But at a certain point, it becomes equalized. So the furnace doesn't lose heat, and because it's the same temperature as what's in the room. And it's a great way to minimize your heat loss of your furnace.
Well, that works.
Yeah, it actually works really well.
On my moon,
No, I turned the wall heater on, but before I realized, oh shit, there's still volatiles in here.
Been there.
Pretty light show.
Yep.
Didn't get damaged. Nothing got damaged. I didn't get burnt. It's
but now you have to deal with the
degrees in
pollutants.
here. Yeah, I'm already filtering pollutants out and volatiles out.
Well, if you did,
holy fuck.
Yeah, it
293 degrees in here now.
It probably took care of all the volatiles.
And it did. It did.
And or all the oxygen.
Nope. We still got 47 moles of oxygen, which is 66%. It was at 78%.
Yeah. Because, and this is important to know on Vulcan, it will burn up the fuel, and if you're more oxide, it'll burn up it will stop when you use up all the volatiles. If you're rich on volatiles, it will burn until you use up all the oxygen.
All right. Yes, because it was getting cold because I haven't been running the air conditioning because it still has like volatiles and stuff in it.
Yeah, you still have issues. Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just turn the wall heater on. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, if you turn on the microwave or a printer, it will have a similar effect.
It was a pretty fucking light show.
Yes, it was.
Did not damage me whatsoever, but
that's pretty lucky.
Like my suit, no damage. Legitimately no damage at all. But you wanna know the good news? There was like 200 moles of volatiles that were in the room. We were down to like one mole of volatiles when I did that.
Yeah.
But I filtered out most of it. Luckily. or
We
this entire base would have gone.
almost had to restart that entire thing.
Yeah, and the greenhouse probably too.
Oh yeah.
But come in here. Just come inside this room. Oh, also,
The
before you
fact
do
it's
that, can
40
you
degrees in
turn
there.
that fan on out there?
So turn
You know
on
which fan I'm talking about?
this thing. Oh, actually, there's multiple. I'm assuming it's this one.
Yeah,
Do
the
you?
small one. This one right here.
Yeah, I already did.
Yeah.
Did you
Alright.
want it set to inward or outward?
Set to inward or outward.
So reverse the direction.
Ooh,
Yes. Currently, at this moment, reverse it.
I see.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. What? Oh yeah, it's fucking 300 degrees in here.
Actually, isn't this about the temperature where walls will get damaged?
It didn't go above 300, so nothing's damaged.
Oh.
But at this temperature, the gases don't condense into a liquid. So I fixed the condensation problem.
Well, you're not pulling in gas from straight night, like in the middle of the night at the coldest.
No, but it's also still
It's
negative
actually
8
it is
degrees.
cooling down. It is cooling down.
Yeah, it
It's
is
negative
because I have the
33.
air conditioning on.
Negative
Has 25
34 speed.
degrees.
No, outside.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I need cable coils.
I probably could run the large powered fan with the heat like this, but this is good. Like um
Oh joy.
as long as I'm running it, like it's fine because no condensation yet. So run that. Ooh, I need a oxygen filter. Never mind. So oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Found a burnt out cable. Unfortunately, I don't have a replacement cable. I'll have to go get one.
But damn, that made my heart beat fast.
I bet.
Have you gone and watched the big bada boom from my moon base?
No, I keep forgetting, and by the time I remember, I'm like tired as fuck.
Yeah. Cause trust me, I know what you mean by, oh, my heart was racing.
Mm-hmm. Where did I have the waste going? The waste was going. So we're bringing everything else in, getting oxygen out.
Hello, Mage.
I need a heavy cable.
You're taking it.
Just to get it out of my way.
Damn, I really need more pipes. God damn.
Now you know why Creative wants to set up a automatically prints 50 pipes and just sits it there for you. So you don't have to
Yep.
go.
No. It's more like
400 pipes? Yeah.
like eventually I want to do the
Eventually.
locker thing with the Larry.
Yes.
So that'll have what, like 16 stacks, I think.
Of
Or
pipes?
Of
of
pipes,
All.
cables.
Damn.
Yeah. No, 15. 15, yeah. Okay.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god. I hear creaking.
Well, if you
Somebody come over here, turn the fan off. Oh
Mm.
wait, it might be this. No, not that. Oh god.
if there is an explosion, I'm probably at the safest point for it to explode.
Yes, well how about we don't cause an explosion and we come help.
See, the reason I am the probably the safest point to be is I'm also like the furthest point, and several obstacles between me and the
Mm-hmm.
explosion.
Imagine if
15.
Magic figured out a way to just direct the explosion straight to you, just like a laser.
Okay, so far I haven't found the pipe.
See, my brain went to a different direction. Mine's like, remember what happened on your moon base, where like
Can I get quiet for a second? Trying to find
One Mississippi.
where. Oh,
it's gotta blow.
it already did.
What
It
blue?
was the air tank. The 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 canister filler.
You put
It,
in the
it
normal one.
had no, it had no, it wasn't the actual canister, it was the tank filler. Oh no, it was the air conditioning. The air conditioning blew. Again. Yeah. I still hear creaking. We need to get over to that greenhouse, turn that thing off. Or well, I guess it's broken now, but we need
Oh
to
shit!
check the
Yeah.
pipe.
We're losing gas then.
Oh, that's
Uh,
fine. I'm gonna pump in different air.
But it's not fine for the plants. They don't like losing
No, that's
air.
just the air conditioning.
no. With where the pipes were
Oh.
broken, yeah, it was venting.
Mm.
In fact, it's exchanging the air with where you're at, and oh shit. Um. Okay. It was just that corner that the heat was getting in.
Mm. We need. Do you have any glass sheets? We need to repair that window to 80% damage.
Oh yeah, windows are more fragile.
And I still hear creaking.
I still hear creaking too. I've turned everything off in there though.
Is it the walls creaking?
No, it sounds like a pipe. It's not that pipe. Sounds really close over here. These are at 9 kPa, 9 MPa. Fuck it, I'm putting that one going backwards. Oh, yeah, okay, I found it. The CO2 pipe. It's still creaking. Where the fuck is that coming from? the fuck? It sounds massive.
This room echoes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
43 should be too low to cause the noise.
Yeah. I'm breaking this. It's at 15, but I don't trust this pipe. Holy. That pipe just got launched. I don't know where the fuck that thing went. It went all the way over here,
This is
jeez.
so pretty.
I see all the particle movement.
Well, I just added this vent to get the nitrogen out of this pipe. It's at 15 kPa, or 15 MPa, but I don't trust it.
I absolutely love this.
So it's not this pipe. Everything else is off. I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. Oh, no, because that pipe's now empty, so it's not that. What the fuck?
I have a question.
Huh.
Where's our oxygen supply?
It was right here. That was some of the pipes that blew up. But our oxygen is right here. The big tank is oxygen. But where the fuck is this coming from?
I almost have enough frames.
Creative, you wanna come help us figure this shit out? Because we can't find it apparently. It's not these pipes out here. It sounds like it's coming from the air conditioning. I don't care about how do I know if the walls are damaged? It'll just say.
Yeah, just look at it.
I've repaired the windows.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's coming
Oh
from over
wow,
here though.
you got the heavy cables severely damaged.
Alright, that's fine. We gotta figure out what's Oh. Composite wall damage of 56. But it's not going up.
Yeah, it was damaged from the explosion.
Yeah. But it sounds like it's coming from over here.
3 more.
Sounds like it's coming from the big tank. But it's only at 161 kPa.
That's all I needed. Oh yeah, I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
Found it.
What? This?
It's the liquid pipe.
Oh,
It's
I
at
see.
5.7 megapascals. Max is 6.
Nobody told me this.
So you need evaporation valves.
No, I need to turn this volume pump on. But
What, you need to get the gas out of the liquid pipe. It's gonna burst soon.
mm,
It's only got 29.29 megapascals to play with.
mm,
Adding more carbon dioxide to it isn't gonna cool it down fast enough.
then
It's at 20.
how do we do that? Oh yeah, liquid tank
Evaporation
30.
valve.
Yeah. Well,
Evaporation valve. There,
we won't be able to
evaporation
make
valve.
that. We won't be able to make that in time. So fuck it. Breaking that. I don't care. We can
It.
get rid of the
You
liquid.
can make it. Go make it.
No,
I'm watching.
I no. I broke the tank. Um, we're just gonna have liquid carbon dioxide everywhere. So it's fine. There's a liquid drain, in the main base. I think we just need to drain the pipe
Uh, you need gas. You need to get the gas out of the liquid pipe.
with an evaporation valve.
Yeah, pretty sure it's evaporation valve.
Purge valve, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Iron and copper. Things that we apparently do not have.
expansion valve there. Allows for moving liquids from
Yeah,
liquid
we don't have
pipe into
iron.
gas pipe.
We
Allows
should.
We have iron, but we don't have
Ooh.
iron.
No, we
Can
should.
Well, not up here.
We should.
Well, it's not here, so
If I
are you
find it,
looking correctly?
gold, copper, gold. Oh, it's because somebody put it in the fucking tool manufacturer. And apparently I cannot see the contents of that machine. For whatever reason.
uh,
Okay, that's not the right valve. What's the valve kit called?
valve.
Digital valve? Liquid digital valve? We need
Just a
Invar.
valve.
Well, the just a valve is just liquid pipe valve and liquid pipe one-way valve. And those are the only two options.
All right. Let's teach a lesson on Stationpedia. So, what structure are you wanting?
I fuck if I know. Evaporation valve, purge valve? I don't know what it's called. I'm getting too many names. So it's a pressure regulator is what I need.
So, the kit
I just
pipe
looked it up.
valve can turn into a valve, a one-way
I just
valve,
looked
an
it up.
expansion valve, or a condensation valve. It's made in the hydraulic pipe bender. It takes 3 iron and 2 copper.
The purge valve allows for removal of pressure and gas and evaporated liquids from a liquid pipe. That's what we need. So you were right with the purge valve.
Expansion valve also allows for movement of liquid from a liquid valve into a gas valve. Only allows liquids to pass in one direction. But yeah, purge valve seems more appropriate.
Yeah. And we also lost one pipe, so luckily I have liquid pipes.
Alrighty. Okay, my area has power again, so I can turn power back on.
Alright, there we go. It's going down. The creaking is gone. And now I am killing myself because I don't have water.
First mage death on here now? Gonna be soon? Is that what you're saying?
No, I
Oh,
got 84% health.
he's saying and he can just run next door and get water.
Yeah. I wanted to fix that though before I blew up again.
The purge valve does have a dial to keep some pressure in, right?
Probably. Yeah, it does. Default's 50 kPa.
You probably want that to be like 4 MPa.
That's to keep pressure in. That would be a back valve, back pressure valve. That would keep the pressure in. This pressure is letting 50 kPa out.
I did just ask you if it had a valve or the dial or the
It does
setting
have a
to
dial, but
keep
I don't think it's I
in
don't think
there.
it's to keep it in the pipe. But
Is you don't want it to be constantly sucking out, otherwise it's gonna take all the gas out, then liquid is gonna boil, get more gas, and then so on and
well,
so
I'm not
forth.
trying
And
to
then
keep this liquid. This is just liquid CO2. It is good to know that it was not the gas pipes this time.
I mean, it was the gas pipes I kept checking, which
Yeah,
is
me
why
too.
I didn't see it.
I didn't even check the liquid pipe. What's the max pressure on a liquid tank? Let's see. Tank.
6 megapascals. That's the max for any pipe, liquid
No, I
pipe
said tank.
or tank as well. Anything
Yeah.
liquid, 6 megapascal.
Fucking nothing. So in other words, it looks like I'm putting a liquid drain out the back. And I need to do a new filtration system, which luckily I have for the oxygen. Because unfortunately it went kaboom boom.
Yep. Three more? Three more.
God damn it.
Alrighty. So if I did this right.
Exactly the right amount of frames. And thankfully, don't need to uh, completely build the frames, just don't even need to put in even one sheet into them. So it'll just work. Yep.
Alright, we have iron and copper being sorted out.
Hey.
Cool.
That. Mm-hmm. Yep, this.
So if I don't want to lose all of the gas from or from the that turns into the liquid, how do I turn it back to a gas instead of just pumping it out the back?
I'm not understanding the question.
So instead of taking a fluid drain, a liquid drain, and just taking a condensation valve and draining the fluid out the back of the building, how can I make the fluid turn back into a gas and
Heat it
pump it
up.
back? Well, the room was 200 degrees, or it was 300 degrees. If you want me to use pipe heaters, we would need a lot more power.
Oh, you asked a question, I gave an answer.
Do we have the power for that?
Don't know.
Doubt it because it takes like the pipe
One
heater.
kilowatt each.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we have 7 tanks, we would need 7 kilowatts of power just to heat the pipes up.
There's other ways to heat the pipes.
How?
Boom.
Heat exchanger.
So you heat up the room and then.
No, no. A heat
Oh.
exchanger just can you can tie two pipe networks together. So like one trick that can be done is you can thermally link all your pipe or all your tanks, so that way they'll stay at the same temperature. But you only need to control the temperature on one of them once you thermally link them with heat exchangers.
Mm-hmm.
A heat exchanger is, I mean, it does exactly what I'm saying. It thermally links the networks. So an example of what I did to heat up the hot tank of the advanced furnace in my moon base is I had a H2 combustor, which gets 2,000. It heats the room up to 2,000 degrees. So I had an active vent.
Oh, it heats the room up?
Yep. As well as, like,
Damn.
it heats the room up as well as the output.
Okay.
So I would take the very hot gas from the room and thermally link it with the hot tank. So that way,
I got another ingot I need.
you need another ingot made? What?
Waspaloy.
You went through all the waspaloy?
There's only 2 grams there.
Okay, so yes.
I just need 5.
So the answer
And
is yes. We went through all the waspaloy.
I did not use it. Yeah.
Oh, actually, that might not be bad. Nickel, silver, lead.
You can see what I'm trying to make with the tool printer.
Stripper bought 9,000? Okay. To each their
Yep.
own. The 10,000 model's much better, but silver, lead, lead, nickel.
My mood is still slowly increasing. Waiting for it to get up. Can we harvest the fucking...
It will never fruit.
Why?
I don't have the plant analyzer, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have it on me either.
We're too hot.
Yeah.
For
Probably because of the
Waspaloy.
explosion.
By 27 degrees, we're too hot.
Oof. Close.
Mm-hmm.
We're also about 20 degrees too hot in here. Oxide.
Ooh.
Damn, still too hot.
Mm.
It'd be 5 stacks of oxide that I've put in. Oh my god, the pressure is... Wow. Well, at least the max grow pressure is 200.
Mm.
The pressure in the greenhouse is now 130 something.
Mm.
Since I'm literally taking half of this air from the atmosphere, I'm just gonna do back pressure valves with vents going outside. I don't want to fucking deal with it.
So it has to be, I'm guessing, at like 800 Kelvin.
It has to be
What?
at between 400 and 800, and it has to be at 50
Oof.
MPa.
Okay.
Ugh. I need iron. Why do we never have iron? There you go.
I hate that it
You
starts
should,
making the noise at 40.
yeah. You should
What were you gonna say?
split that iron with the stacker.
I'm gonna do a save because this thing's making me
Why?
nervous.
Just because I'm gonna need iron, and
Oh,
instead of
I'm not
keep
taking
on
all this.
fighting.
I'm just making. I'm gonna make
Well, I'm sure
2
you're
stacks
gonna
of
need
pipe.
iron later.
Well, yeah, but we have more iron later. This is just the iron that we have now. I'm only making 2 stacks of pipes, and then I'm doing like 5 back pressure valves. Yeah, like 6.
You should look into the insulated pipes.
I was doing insulated pipes, and I have insulated pipes. They're just so much more expensive. And I just need to get the pipes down and the uh, back pressure regulators and just get it all down. We can upgrade the system later.
Hmm.
There you go. There's your waspaloy.
Thank you.
Oh!
Okay, I'm gonna need that iron.
Alright,
Oh,
well,
thank
give
you.
me a second. I'm currently using it, my guy. I need copper, steel, and bar.
There you go.
I don't need it now.
Also, here's a pipe
Oh,
they had way over there for some reason.
we got any invar? Oh. Oops. I need this copper, so I'm gonna split the copper.
Temperatures up. Very hot temperatures. Okay. Ah.
Finally.
Ah. Well, here I was trying to turn the dials and you hit me and I ended up going the wrong
Oh,
direction
sorry.
on the dials.
My bad. Creative, you got any invar over there? No.
So I'm trying to
No.
make you.
Ah. There you go. We've got some rogue astrolore here. A lot of rogue astrolore here, actually. 41, 80.
Actually, I need to check.
Alright, when it's done, just plop it in the pipe bender for me. Please.
What? Oh,
The
that.
invar.
Invar is one I do not like making.
Really?
It's one of the trickier alloys to make. It's got a very specific range.
Hmm.
You gotta get the pressure just right, and you gotta get the temperature just right.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Alright, let's see if I can hold that out until it gets... Did I get it?
There it
Yes,
is.
I got it. I
Yep.
got it.
How do you set the internal safety of an active vent?
Logic.
That explains a lot.
Everything.
And it
Please
resets
continue.
whenever you change it to input or output.
So,
Mm.
you know how you seen Creative and I pull out the laptop to program stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's logic. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I know what logic is, but like specifically, how do I do it for the internal safety?
Okay. Stationpedia is your friend.
All right.
So you go to the item in the Stationpedia, and it will have your logic, and it's like for the active vent, you have power, open, mode, air, external pressure, internal pressure. Those two are the ones you want to set. You also have maximum pressure, but that's a read only, not a write. So it is your external pressure and internal pressure that you can set your maximums on.
Mm.
Like I said, the Stationpedia is a really good and useful tool.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right. Hey, buddy. Oh, oh, that was the wrong button, but oh well. I accidentally sent our trader away when I was trying to power the.
Oh. I was like, I
Oh, I
hear.
heard boom. Oh, is it the trader?
Oh. Oh, there.
Uh. Oh, there is a burnt out cable. Okay. Stellar supplies is not what we're looking for. We're looking for a plant trader.
Yeah, I need condensation valves and drains, all that shit.
Hmm.
Heading back to my cave.
I just see it go zoom down.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So we got 8 stacks of iron, although 2 of those might be incomplete. Shit, that's right. Hmm.
Boop. Yeah, arrow, arrow. Okay. Ah,
No, not an unloader. Stacker. Pull up that. I'm curious, are you?
mm-hmm.
No, you're not, so let's flip you out.
Mm.
Yeah, I see. I already need another evaporation tank.
Mm.
Alright.
Or a condensation valve.
Mm.
This is really frustrating.
So I need
Okay. So the iron has a stacker, so we have 6. Well, yeah, 6 stacks of iron that are full.
And then I need gold.
Need more gold?
Where even did gold go?
So
It
I made
was
a.
in here.
I say I made a crap ton of gold.
Ah,
I don't
there.
have the gold.
Okay. One and two is all I needed.
2 is all we will need. Alright. We need more cable. At some point I need to change where this copper is, but not right now.
Hmm.
Ads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh. There. There. Crowbar that open. Do that. And screwdriver this.
Oh, that's all wrong. Let's fix that.
And it works.
There we go. That's better.
Do. Mm, there's that. I should name that.
Let's make sure the copper is condensed properly. And it was not, but it will be now.
Location of the labeler.
In my hand.
Uh,
You can come get it. I don't need it. In fact, I'll come up because have we fixed the oxygen filler?
No. But I can in a minute. If one of you would be so kind as to grab these oxygen filters. 'Cause I currently have no slots available. And I need to go get water. So.
Because I am dying.
There's that. Okay. Uh, and then you. Yeah, I'm guessing you. No. Wire cutters. And then a single grinder. And then a wrench. You.
Ah, I need one more pressure regulator. Oh, what? I got a digital valve? God damn it.
Welding torch. And then screwdriver to finish it. Can't remember. Okay.
I need that gold.
Two.
57. So
Hey, creative.
What?
Oh, never mind. Mate, can you grab these two pressure regulators, please? I do not have room in my inventory.
Okay, so I need to import bin. Okay. Here. And then that requires power. I need
Do we all have smart gas canisters?
I do.
I do.
And
Okay, can we like say, hey, we're calling a trader down just so we're not like, oh shit, an explosion.
Oh, hey, I'm calling a trader down.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm sending one away.
Cool.
Mm.
Thank you.
Need more heavy cables. And heavy. There.
Okay, the condensation's leaving that pipe.
I hear creaking.
Yeah, I know where it's coming from.
Mm.
Oh, it's gonna take forever to charge it.
Well, actually, I should put it here.
Alright, I gotta get water, so I'll let the oxygen fill up while I go get water.
Huh.
And it's funny that the imp even said hydration's important. That's what I'm working on. Oh, I bet you it's too hot in here for the plants.
No, it's not the heat, it's the pressure. Or no, well, it
Well,
is the heat in there. Yeah, it's both heat and pressure. But I'm slowly working on it. I'd rather get it to where the pipes aren't gonna explode because we have food.
Do.
oh, that's right, I forgot. A critical thing. Oh wow, who is printing heavy cable?
Me. I just got away from there. Oh, geez, you called it right when I got out.
What?
The elevator.
Of the elevator. Yeah. Let's see. Uh, you do, thank goodness. Geez, you have this. You have the stacker way up there. I guess it is smaller area. Mm.
Hmm. The nitrogen, CO2, and pollutants that come into this pipe, they seem to just disappear.
If it's below a certain amount, the game does kind of delete it.
Well, no, like it's in the pipe, but then it doesn't. It's going into a filtration system that filters out volatiles, but then it doesn't come out the waste pipe. Then there's 2.11 moles of carbon dioxide and zero point 0.3 moles of nitrogen that are not going into the waste pipe.
Hmm.
This confuses me. This gives me a confusion.
Mm.
It's also a pressure regulator, not a pump.
Okay. Electrum. Steel. Constantin.
You're just using all the printers, aren't you, Creative?
Well, you didn't have some of this stuff down there, so I came back up here. And, or oh, the auto lathe down there, yeah. It's
I'm
pain.
confused. I have a pipe that is, or I have a pressure regulator that's regulating the pressure in this room to 75 kPa, but the pressure is actively going down.
Oh,
You don't have any Constantin made?
I don't know. I know we did at one point.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it up here.
Shutting off the external vent thing.
Huh? What?
The vent outside was on.
Yeah,
For
I
the
know.
sake of troubleshooting, I shut it off.
Well, this pipe's not having any issues anymore because we have the condensation pipe going out to a drain. This one also has condensation pipe that's pulling condensation out, which is at 51% stress, so it is building.
Iron.
Well, whatever. I'll just go back to what I was doing. I'll turn it on as I leave.
No, so it's this here, so this pipe.
I already left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no Constantin.
Well, that's the other one I don't like making. It's not as bad as Invar, but
Yeah.
Hmm. Did you turn the vent back on, by
yep.
chance? Okay, so we should be good. Um, and it's set to outward.
Uh, it was red.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because it's going up. All right. Um. Hmm. We might need to do another purge valve. Hmm. No, I needed. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, maximum ideal growth pressure is 100 kPa. But maximum grow pressure is 200. Okay, I'm gonna go find the
It's
analyzer.
temperature.
No,
It's
according to
too
this,
hot. It needs to be below 30.
that's for ideal growth.
Well, yeah, I guess that's fair. What's
I
max?
mean,
Like 50?
another
Yeah.
recipe that requires instant 10. Okay.
Alright, so that stress is going down, which means it's going somewhere. This is draining out, so I think this is actually working.
There we go. Plant analyzer.
It's probably going to be light.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
Growth efficiency 1%. Yeah, it's
Damn.
not happy about the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Because its maximum ideal temperature is 30 and we're at 40. But that's
Yeah.
not horrible.
It was at like 60. It was at like 60.
In fact, this one's a mutant, so it's oh, that's minimum ideal, not maximum. But its pressure is at 86, so it's not horrible on that one. Yes, it is the light efficiency. It is light deficient. Its illuminated stress is 4,297 and climbing.
Damn. Yeah, so it's definitely that.
This plant is very, very unhappy with you.
Yes. I do not doubt that. But my question over here was, why is the pressure going down when I have a pressure regulator with an active vent regulating it to 75 and it's going down?
Is it
And then
cooling down?
also, no, it's staying at 84. Pretty much been in that range.
Okay.
Air conditioner's off.
Well, a pressure regulator is not a very fast pump.
No, I know. But it's still an active pump. So as long as that pressure is at 75, it's still gonna keep pumping. Oh, Mage, while you're here, this pipe here is the one with the 2.14 moles of carbon dioxide that are going into the filtration, but then should come out the waste, but there's nothing in the waste pipe. And it's coming through here.
I don't have my gas chip.
Okay.
It's not moving anything.
Yeah.
Because the pressure differential is non-existent.
Mm.
So then, how do I have to fix that for this? I thought it was just the pipes. You just pump in the air.
You
Do I need to
need
put
you need
a
a
pump on it?
pump
Okay.
between here and here, so that way there's a vacuum on the exhaust.
Oh, so it's pulling this way. Even if it's not pulling anything, it'll still pull it.
So if you put a pump where I'm standing, you can get a
Mm-hmm.
vacuum where I'm standing
Yeah.
now. And then,
Uh,
regardless of what you're pumping, it's always pumping into a vacuum
mm-hmm.
as opposed to trying to push uphill.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm kind of wondering what I did with my atmospheric chip.
Oh, my jetpack's empty. Damn.
Did
Oh,
it
there
get
it is.
destroyed?
There it is.
Oh.
What? My jetpack? No. Oh, that was fair.
I dropped it in the greenhouse.
Hmm. Ah, we never fixed the helmet. Can
Remember,
propellant be oxygen?
It could be
propellant
anything
can
at
be
high enough
anything.
pressure.
Hmm.
Search. No.
Wow, we only got 20 minutes left? Damn.
Something like this. Then
Okay, so I guess it has to be and over it, not to the side of it.
Okay, so I can get 10 tanks. So we already got the large oxygen one. So what? Nitrogen next? Or carbon dioxide? And the carbon dioxide one would be a little bit of a pain, but
Nitrogen.
uh yeah, because I don't even have a tank for nitrogen at the moment.
Oh, that's right. It has to become uh, no deficiency, and then the illuminated stress goes away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a good deal because my inventory is way too freaking full.
Ah. Ooh, that is so nice. Yeah, I'm missing Constantan for the powered shoots, and I also wanted to get them on mod, like get them upgraded.
Hmm.
Why would you want to upgrade them if they're just a cable printer?
Faster.
Are they faster?
Yeah, they print faster.
Okay, what was okay, first step? Let's print 2 lockers.
Alright, there's other pollutants in this tank, but it's fine. We can filter that out later.
Alright, so put the valve in there, put the glass in there. Next to the glass, put that guy. Alright, so that's gonna look a whole lot better.
Hmm.
Alright.
Wow. My oxygen's empty, my food is gone, my water is gone.
Not a plant trader.
Damn, it turns out you die decently quickly when you don't have oxygen, food, or water.
Yep. I mean, oxygen, you die very quickly.
Oh yeah. Did you set up the logic for the grow light?
Nope. So we need to
Okay,
go
because
shut
if
it
you
off once it's
Yeah.
I'll come take
I'll
a
have
look
to
at it.
plant.
I know
Plant
it's in
them.
my
I
it's
know.
in my thing. I'll come
Yeah.
take a look. I mean, it needs about 15 minutes of light and then 5 minutes of dark.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been 15 minutes.
I probably haven't.
Well, that's the
Get
potato.
back here.
Okay, so yeah, it's still light deficient.
Take
Its illuminated stress is all the way up to 4,400.
Jesus. What's this portable tank for?
Uh,
Oh, to reduce pressure.
yep. $4,449.
Damn.
Sounds like you need
Yeah,
some sleep.
we need I also need sleep. Oh, fuck. We got 15 minutes left. So that's fine.
Yeah.
But I need to make dinner and. Damn, the damage here is 53%. And there's fucking nothing in it.
I'll take it apart.
Actually,
Take it apart and put it back
yeah.
together.
What is? Oh.
Like that. But yeah, these here, it's like just. It's still pretty manual, but at least like if it has all the ingots, all you have to do is just press the activate button and it'll print. Like what? One,
Alright.
2, 3, 4, 5 stacks
All I need is I think
of
2.
heavy cable.
I need 2 volume pumps, and then this room shouldn't have issues because I will be filtering out. I'll be filtering out a lot of things.
Gee.
We got 560 moles of pollutant, 237 moles of volatiles. I guess that's going up, but very, very, very slowly. Pressure's not going up, so guess that helps. We got 6.85 kilomoles of oxygen. And what the fuck is this bubble? Oh, holy shit. We got 43.3 kilomoles of carbon dioxide.
Nice.
But also 33.2 liters of fluid. Which the pipe's not stressed, so... So that's good. Ooh, but we are gonna need more filters. Can you have things automate putting filters in things?
Yep, cargo Larry.
Oh, so you have to do a whole network for the cargo Larry as well?
Basically.
Mm. Seems like a lot of work when all you have to
Mm-hmm.
do is just make filters and put the filters in. But I think I'm gonna call it a night. I need to make food and then go to sleep.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how many tanks we got made. 1,
A
2,
lot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, damn. We need 2 more. No, it's 7 more. And I can actually. Yeah, no, we're gonna need 7 more. That's not bad.
So I suppose tomorrow or next stream you're gonna make that Constantin.
Yep.
Constantinople?
Istanbul.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm dyslexic.
Istanbul is
Have a good night. I'm gonna go
Constantinople.
make some food and go to
Have a
bed.
good night.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hmm. So you've been running around quite a lot today.
Mm-hmm. Had to play the supportive husband. All right. What you need down here?
Shoot. Or those more to snoop.
Hmm. Oh, if you need shoots, I have shoots. In the locker.
I see. So are you gonna empty out each silo, or like that last silo that has 17 stacks? Are you gonna empty that out when you place a new one?
Yeah, in fact, what I did last time was I actually had it cycle into where the centrifuges dump, so that way it just went right back through the system.
Hmm. Okay. Mm. Do, do, do.
Everything's becoming low. Sweet low. Sweet oxygen. I actually have my old tank in there, and I want to run it dry before I convert it over.
Yeah, so I did. Mm. Well, it's that time.
Oh yeah, did he make sure to close out in a spot where he's
Yep,
like,
in the starting
okay.
room base. Do do. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yep. See you next time.
Yeah.
There you go, that's where it went. Alright. I just want to finish this.
Caleb says thanks for the stream.
Where'd it go? I guess it fell in through the world. Okay. Let's print one more. I want to finish the main structure before I forget what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I always forget what I was doing last time. Alright, so thank you for watching and good night.